Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4 Sunday, Bloody Sunday. How's everybody doing? I've got my ginger ale here, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm moving Peter up here to start patrolling once Nilex starts blood hunting. I'm also sending Baron von Krack down here with 2 death gems. Why am I doing that? Well, this province is perfect for blood hunting, and it also borders 2 of Midgard's provinces, which happily fall within my dominion. So, pretty much, Baron von Krack is immortal. So if Midgard tries to get a little crazy and tries to move troops up there, I will have Baron von Krack, or Baron von Krock, scripted to cast a spell called Summon llamabeast, which I haven't got researched yet, but I will in a couple turns. It basically summons 2 female unholy angels that have fear effect and wraith blades and just tear apart everybody. Not just them, but me, everybody. But it's okay because von Krock is immortal and my enemies will not be. So he'll basically just be a blood hunter with a little bit of extra punch in case Midgard tries to do anything crazy. Okie doke. We're at 5 construction. We just have 1 more to go. We have a new site. Excellent. It's 12 blood slaves, 6 blood slaves. Lilidor. Okay, this is the second part of the Isthmus. Kind of a small army, but it doesn't look like they're bringing much to the table. And they should probably be running anytime now. There we go. Okay, we took some hits there. Well, 2 infantry. Wow, it always looks like I'm losing more than I actually am. Okay, now my other province that my spy is hanging out in is getting taken over. Nothing we haven't seen before. Well, maybe. Who are you? A cataphract commander. No, we've seen you. He also has a nice little cloak. More minutes. Yeah, okay. More heavy cav. Well, okay. They're at least doing some damage to the minotaurs. For now. The centaurs are nailing the guys in the back. Okay. Okay, I just want to check one of these out real quick. A Stymphalian bird. They're elite harpies, armed with copper feathers and bronze cuirasses. When they attack, they release a swarm of deadly feathers upon their intended targets. So they're kind of like a metallic harpy. Interesting. Interesting. Pangea attacked, or lost 12 guys. Not bad. Bodrun Weald. Okay, this is my last neutral province between us and Midgard, with my elite group of 8 infantry and all of these rangers. But I noticed there was no heavy cav, so I figured we should be able to take it. Oh, I love those mass volleys. Beautiful. There we go. I don't think we lost anything. And no, I'm wrong. We lost 4 rangers. Must be to crossbow fire. Well, rangers are plentiful. Brigands have taken... Oh, great. Unrest. Hope that's not a blood hunting province. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Okay, we found a Skywatch Tower with 1 astral. Alright, so... Where did all my money go? Oh, must be the mages I'm creating. Alright, so first things first here. I need more castles. So, Shy Cal here, who I made just for this purpose, is going to build a castle. I was considering a citadel, but then I would completely be out of money. Well, it still might be a good... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces feed into it, but none of them are high resource provinces. So, yeah, castle's probably the best. We're not going to be able to build a whole bunch of troops here under any circumstances. Okay. Speaking of money being spent. Alright, these 2 are just going to hold steady. Actually, they're going to patrol, because this unrest is unusually high at 50. At least it's nice enough to give me it in red, kind of shouting at me, hey, watch out. Province is not organized defense. Alright, 1 turn, we'll stay there. Dr. Clinical has been renamed Herr Dr. Klinisch. My German is not stupendous. Okay, I have scouts pretty much everywhere. I built a whole ton of them. I'm sure many of them are going to be captured, but oh, look how far they go. These roads are great. And I might not be able to recruit any troops this turn. Most of my people are on repeat anyway, but 45 gold. There we go. Lovely. And we have another Black Priest, Henrik. I don't believe there are any people on the waiting list who want to be a priest. But if you do, please let me know, and you're more than welcome to be one. Okay, Von Krock, first things first, you are going to build... No, you're not. Darn, I was going to say build a lab. But I believe that costs money. Alright, well, Henrik, who is yet to be named... Well, no, Adrian. We'll give you some action. You'll move here. Baron Von Krock is going to start blood hunting. And eventually, when next turn, we'll build what we need to build here. These guys... Well, we have a couple options. We could go to war with Midgard. Or... Well... There's really no more neutrals within easy striking distance. I suppose we could take this province here. Alright. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's see how far we can get in 1 turn. Apparently nowhere. Excellent. And Gundrick, I gotta remember to push control. I made it last turn. I fixed it because Chris let me know. Galbalus, let's go south and see what's going on down here. Thought I had some more somewhere. He's going to build a castle too as soon as he has the money to do so. Ah, here we go. And Remus. Good old Remus. And Salino. Okay, that's their capital of Agartha in a cave, which makes a lot of sense. Because they are an underground race. Although not so much in the late age. And they're also starting to take water provinces because they have iron corpses, which look kind of neat. You can see them there. That must be one of those new thematic summons that were given to that nation in the latest patch. Okay, if I had my way about it, I think what I would like to do first is take on Pangaea. They're pretty strong, and I want to hit them now while they're weak. They have hardly any defenders here. They're the closest to me. Well, Midgard's pretty close too, but... King Midas. Let's see here. Hold an attack. Closest. And we're going to put you guys in a double line. I kind of have an idea here. Well, there's not enough of them, though. Single line will still work. And then you guys are going to fire closest. And you are also going to be in a single line. Or actually, why not a sparse line, because there's not that many of you. And, wait, that takes away 2 morale? Really? I guess it does. Okay, we're not going to do that then. It's strange that skirmishers wouldn't like to be in skirmish formation, but I guess that's how it works sometimes. And finally, these gentlemen are going to be here. So we'll actually move these guys up a little bit. These guys are going to get arrows. I mean, they're going to be able to take arrows. These guys are going to hold and attack rear. So they're going to be off to the side. They're not going to take arrows because they're not as good at defending against them as the shield guys, but they have repel, so they're great against infantry, cavalry, whatever else. So that's kind of how King Midas is going to be set up. I'll have him bless himself, and then he can cast whatever he wants. If there's undead, he'll banish them, otherwise he can just hang out. That's a good place for him. Okay. Or should I mix it? Well... I just don't want a flying troop to get back to him. Maybe for now. Right. Is that kind of... I guess the middle is here. Oh, he'll be fine. He has 21 protection and 12 defense. Now, the one thing about these guys I want to mention is they're wearing full plate and a full helmet, which gives them tons of protection. I would like to give them an ethereal robe so that they get ethereal, but that'll reduce their protection to nothing. So I need another way around that. Normally, that way around would be boots of stone, which would give them stone skin, but cavalry commanders do not have feet. Or, well, they do, but apparently you cannot wear boots on them. So I have to think of something else. The next best would be Iron Face, but that's really expensive, and it makes them vulnerable to lightning, which is a lot more utilized in this game than cold spells. So Midas, you're going to basically start the war against Pangaea, and we're going to hope that Midgard decides to stay friendly. But if they don't, you know, who cares? Nilex, you are going to blood hunt, and just so you all know, you're not just going to be sitting there blood hunting forever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you sit there for a while, build up experience, and when you get a star or two of experience and your stats are better, then you're going to go off to war. I figured that's a pretty good way of dealing with that. Peter, I basically filled him up with wolves, and he is going to patrol. Meanwhile, everybody else researches. I also changed down here. We are now summoning the second tier guys and not the first tier guys because I want to get some of the randoms. You see how great Colonial was. He had 2 astral and 2 blood. Gundramar just has 2 astral and 1 blood. You have a 10% chance of another blood, a death, an astral, or a fire. Now I'm hoping to get a 3 astral at some point, but I mean, again, I have to recruit 10 of these guys just to get one of these, and so 40, you would say 1 out of every 40 will get one of these. So Colonial was awesome. He's the 1 out of 40 that got the blood, and I'm going to try to find the 1 out of 40 that gets the astral, and hopefully the 1 out of 40 that gets the fire. They're also better researchers and better spies. They're 75 stealth. Now a scout, remember, now is 40. So these guys are great at that. Okay, everybody's researching here. Von Krock is blood hunting here. I had Katarina build a astral booster. Well, it doesn't boost your strength in astral, but what it does is it boosts the range of your rituals. So I'm going to give that to Frilla. You know, if there's any ladies in the audience who want to be named, this is a pretty good character. She's going to be casting a lot of cool spells. We're going to buff up her astral. So, just saying. I wonder whatever happened to Jay Lee. And Arcane Probing. Let's keep doing that. And now we can go even further with that. Excellent. And I'm getting the Wolford now because it's all I can afford, but I need more Fortune Tellers because I just need them of all the different randoms. I finally got 2 blood randoms now when I want other things, but you can't win them all. We're going to send her down here. Well, that's once we're ready for that. And she can go... Where else are we building stuff? She can go up here to Helm's Deep. Okay. Remember, I'm spreading them out to kind of protect my lands from negative status effects. What is this? D&D? Negative misfortune events. Okay. Adolf. Actually, that is quite fortuitous because I have a friend who wants to be Adolf. But not just Adolf. He wants to be Adolf von Sternberg, which is a very stern sounding name. Alright, Adolf, there you are. And he would also like a firebrand. Well, I'm going to give everyone a firebrand if I can. I just need to start setting things up so that we can afford it. Katarina is now... I need to get one of my vampire counts boosted. So I'm going to have her get one more vampire count. And this guy is going to stay at home. I know I have other provinces like this one, for example, and this one who could be blood hunted, and I'll get there eventually. But right now, I'm going to boost up a vampire count to be 3 blood and 3 death so that Katarina can do other things besides summoning vampire counts. Ulfir and Herzog Jan, Herzog Jan are going to stay here until we have more troops. Which right now we don't have a lot. But there we are. And that's it. So, I believe that's everything. Let's push the N button just to see if anybody's not doing anything. Yeah, you guys, it's fine that you're not doing anything. Dr. Clinical, that's right. Good thing I checked. You're going to pick up all these guys. Hold an attack closest. Line formation. or actually a little bit further up. Okay. And you're going to move back with your friends here, and we're going to try to compete with Pangaea for these territories, and also it's just good to have troops up here once the inevitable war happens. Now, this is a tough army. This is a tough army. Chris feels we need to have some magic support. I agree, but I don't think a communion right now is the way to go. And here's basically the reason why. We have plenty of communion slaves, but the person leading the slave can't be one of these guys, because Astral is a pitiful spell category for battlefield spells. I mean, there's a couple decent ones, but they're not big super spells. And what communions do, just in case I realize I've never actually explained this, is that communions allow you to pool mages' resources together in order to cast stronger spells. So for example, if I were to have Urella here be a leader of a communion, or what's called a communion master, she would have to cast a spell that does that. And then I'd had Hilderic and Folk as communion slaves. She would then be 2 astral and 2 nature. Okay? Now, if I were to add 2 more, Wallen and Lars, she would now be 3 astral and 3 nature. And if I were to add 4 more, these 4 guys, she would be 4 astral and 4 nature. So you see how that works. Each time you double the number of slaves, and your path goes up by 1. So it's a great way for, especially in the late age, for nations that don't have that strong of mages to begin with, to cast some of the higher level battlefield evocations. It's also very fatiguing though, and so you have a chance of killing your slaves, because your master will cast the spells you script them to cast regardless of how their slaves are doing. And the slaves, remember in this game, if you get to 100 fatigue, you pass out and you can't do anything. Well, as you get to 200 fatigue, you start taking damage and eventually die. So communions can be ruined very easily by overtaxing the slaves so they die. Also, communions are very easy to break up by just killing the people before they can cast their spells. There's a lot of battlefield-wide spells and assassinations and many ways to go about doing that. Moving on. Andrew is going to hang out for a minute, but Terentius will... Well, we can kind of scout this area out a little bit more. It's fine. Ovidius... Well organized, huh? There's Pangaea's capital. Okay, we found it. Alright, well, let's keep looking around, I guess. You are going to stay there. So are you. So are you. And I'm not sure exactly what you're... Z-Rod, huh? Where'd you come from? Well... Okay. You can pick up the troops that you get here. Dimitric... I want him eventually to be up here, because that's where my rangers are going to be recruited. But for right now, he can go hang out in the capital. So he's one step closer. And that's about that. Adrian's moving, great. We'll repeat Black Priests. I need to get a lot of these guys, because probably our best battlefield spell is a spell called Iron Blizzard, which I haven't quite researched yet, but it's Ulm only, and it's like basically shooting 30 armor-piercing magical crossbow bolts each cast, and it is an amazing spell. Alright, we're good. A new site! Hooray! Finally, we have a nature site. Okay. Croc got 4 good slaves. Colonial got 6, even with the dowsing rod, really? Undying Jay has 8. Many villagers have got quite upset. Well, yes, I can see that. The province is very upset and demands it to stop. Many villagers have got quiet. So I think this is the second stage. This is where unrest is pretty high. Alright, let's see what Agartha is bringing to the table here. We've already seen them once. They have those Lizard Rider guys. Okay. Entrance Guard. These guys look tough. 21 protection, 14 defense. They have a castle defense bonus. They also have 50% dark vision. So they're the equivalent of our, our plate mail wearing troops. Our Hochmeisters, I guess, only not mounted. These guys, 18 protection. So this is heavy infantry. Okay. So Agartha is very similar to Ulm in that it is a big army type nation. Alright, that's all. We've seen all this now. Are you new? Servant of the Oracles. No, I think we've seen you already. Oh, whoa. Wow. Okay, these are blood slaves. We have plenty of them. And Conjurer. This is an interesting independent province. A Circle Master. Wow, he's just as good as our vampire counts, except he's old. And wow, almost already fatigued out just by summoning some skeletons. They haven't used any of their blood slaves. So this should give us a taste of what our eventual attack is going to look like against these guys, and see how well it works. I'm really not going to use any blood slaves in battle. They're more valuable to me making items and conjurations. But my vampire counts will be skeleton spamming. That's certainly one of the best tactics to utilize with them. Okay, Agartha has Dust to Dust, and they're not afraid to use it. It's worth noting. Yeah, I'm sure they won. Yeah, they only lost 18. Ooh, a Drake Lord. Neat. Alright. So we're patrolling all over the place. But, okay, let's take a look here. 36 unrest. That is definitely not good. Let's add these guys to the thralls. Okay, so just keep getting Falco more and more patrollers to reduce this. Because it's definitely hurting our income there. We're at 0 here, so this is fine. Colonial's doing okay with Padro. Peter's doing okay here. Nilex, excellent. And Von Krock, here he is. So, we are going to... I'm going to wait one turn for this southern castle. I really shouldn't, but I need to do things. So you're going to build a temple. You are going to build a lab. And then we're going to have him forge a Sanguine Dowsing Rod, and, well, you know how we do. Lighthawk and Gunderic. Oh, I guess we can't... Man, we can't go anywhere. What a shame. We'll just have to slowly wind our way around there. And, Invo, let's get you here. You know, I believe Tolmac said he wanted to be a mounted commander, so... Because it'll be a long time before I start summoning Demon Lords. So, Tolmac, Von... Gamble? Buddy? You're gonna have to tell me what that's about, Tolmac. Gamble Buddy. Yes, that's a very threatening name. Okay. You guys ready to start a war? I think it's time to do it. Midas, you are going to strike the first blow. Pangea needs to be stopped. Okay, Medema. We're gonna sit tight because we don't have any money. We're just gonna hang out. It's fine. Okay, Agloof, you're going to summon the allies, and we need another fortune teller. Okay. Who's on the list to be a vampire count? Okay. Chaos Angel, welcome to the team. You are the lucky recipient of our boosting. So, we have 30 blood slaves. I believe you're going to need... Well, we don't need to necessarily... We don't need to empower you. I bet you Katarina can forge... What is it, the Blood Bowl? Maybe she can't. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's any Blood Bowls here. Fire in a jar. Okay, maybe she can't. Maybe I need one more level of blood for her to do it. There's also a weapon called the Blood Thorn. Okay, I guess you need 4 blood in order to forge both of those items. So what that basically means is Katarina needs to, next turn, she needs to empower herself in blood. But for right now, let's forge something that'll help our team. Our most prevalent gem is Astral Gems. So what would be the most helpful? We could start outfitting one of our Hochmeisters as a thug, but that might not be the best use of the gems right this minute. Robe of Shadows would give somebody, hey, you know, oh, if I had a blood infused nature, see, I can either have blood or nature on my fortune tellers, but not both, so I'd have to basically empower one with blood, but then I can have her wear this horrible contraption that she can never take off, but it'll boost her nature and blood, so make her overall a better commander. You know, for one of my backfield commanders, the inspiration would probably be useful. And this is 10 pearls. Yeah, you can do that for right now. Unless, well, is there a booster? Could she forge a Starshine Skullcap? No, she can't. We have to get to level 6 first. Okay, that's what she's doing. Chaos Angel, for right now, you're just going to research. And everybody else is going to hang out, really. Unfortunately, we're just our commander's just kind of sitting around because we're waiting for troops and we're waiting for items. Our new one of these guys, Alfred, 2. So if these both they're not getting their 10%, that's okay. The vast majority of them will not. Everybody's researching who needs to be. Okay. We can move you here. We can move you here. You're just hanging out still. As are you, Zerod. Yep. You can't do anything, so that's fine. Quite well organized, huh? Quite well organized. Well, it looks like defenses are pretty much quite well organized everywhere. But it looks like at this point I can see everything, at least around this area. We can move him up here across the bridge. They've already taken one of these provinces, unfortunately. So we are being challenged here. Alright, these guys are ready to go. We're going to take this lizard province. And things are about to get kind of dicey. We'll hopefully have the castle here before... Oh, look at this. Well, you know what? They're going to attack me at some point. So I might as well just get the jump on them. My province defense is pretty solid. I mean, they might take a province, but they'll pay for it, certainly. Okay. I think I've got her. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright. And yeah, it looks like I started the war. They haven't attacked me yet, but they did attack the province I was trying to take. Okay, so no new death sites, no new nature sites. Oh, I didn't check out the nature site. I should do that soon. 6 blood slaves, 10 blood slaves, 5 blood slaves. Okay. Fever Fens. Well, I don't care. Obviously they beat. No, they lost. Oh, look at that. They lost. Because then I had to fight the neutrals. Interesting. Oh, well, of course they lost. What the heck? What are we trying to do, guys? This is a nothing force. I mean, those centaurs are beasts, but they're not that good. It looks like they didn't lose too many guys, though. They're just running. Alright. So they lost 2 guys. Yeah, whatever. Let's see if I did any better. My guess is yes. They don't have a lot of ranged troops. An area where I obviously excel. So now this is the armies of Andrew and Herr Dr. Klinish. Oh, 1 lizard leader, huh? Great. Hit him, somebody. Come on. There we go. And 'tis mine. Sulfuria. Okay, this is my first... The first shot of the war, King Midas' first battle. Will he be successful? Let us see. Now, look at these pikes, ladies and gentlemen. They are length 6. That is huge. I mean, even our spears are only length 4. And yeah, sorry guys, but woodsman blowpipes versus an army of well-armored Almish troops is just not going to happen. Alright, oh, our first battle, I think, of seeing what Midgard's all about. And they're... Why are you all trying to steal my marsh from me? That is my marsh. That is... A Vanhurst. 1 heir, 1 priest. Remember, these guys have glamour, which sucks. I mean, it sucks for me. It's great for them. So just 2 Vanhursts, nothing too special. They don't have any of their glamored troops, doesn't look like, but they have Huskarls, which are mostly humans, and Skin Shifters, which I believe turn into werewolves when they are damaged. Yep, they turn into werewolves, and they have regeneration. But you know what werewolves are weak against, friends? Crossbows. Because they don't have that much protection, if I'm right. Yeah. Oh, yes. So, not too worried about that. and Mnace. I'm not going to watch that. They didn't lose anything. A Satyr Sniper. Actually, I will check that out real quick because I want to know what the hell that is. Okay. Okay, so they do have ranged troops. Pretty good. 13 precision. Well, of course, they're called snipers after all. Okay, so it doesn't really say why they're really good at shooting, but it just says they've been replaced with crossbows. And they have some regular crossbows too. We've seen this gentleman already, the Pan. And I think that's all. That's all we've seen. So, okay. Ulfia, we've Sloth +3, that's no good. A local sect has flourished, province resources minus... Wow, that was a terrible event. There must not have been a fortune teller there. Okay. Alright. Well, let's keep up the fight here. First of all, Wagyabath, you are going to construct a castle. We're going to get some PD here. Just a little bit, though. Yeah, because Woodsman, even with 100, we're not going to do too good. And we'll keep moving up there. You guys are going to slowly wind your way. Well, finally. And Adrian's going to... What are you going to do, Adrian? I want to go somewhere where we've already... I don't want to start searching with him until we've start casting No More. Because he's going to waste... I mean, he's going to get to search for Earth, and then my remote searchers aren't going to be able to find Earth. Well, they will if I manually do it, but they're not going to automatically target a province for Earth. So I want to wait till Earth is searched, and then bring him around and search for air. So for right now, we're just going to... well, you can continue temple building. That's good for right now. Baron von Krock. Oh, we didn't get a Sanguine Dowsing Rod? Really? And let's get rid of his slaves. Okay, we have 53 of those, so that should be enough for Katerina to empower. No, we need 60. Dang. Well, in the meantime, what's a cool astral item that could be beneficial? This deck has Stellar or Starfires. Causes fatigue. Eh. My commanders could do better than that. I mean, come on. Okay, oh, here's where the fun starts. Okay. Well, we don't have any fire or water. Ivory Bow. Death and air. We don't have any air, but... Those killed will rise as a soulless being. Oh, yes. Yes, we are making some of those. Oh, we can make a Skull Staff right now. Yeah, we'll give that to Chaos Angel. So that'll boost his blood. Okay, good. I like the sound of that. We gained another... No, two. Who's new? One of these ladies is new. I guess Tetrala is new. We're just going to keep this up for right now. Unrest is at 0 here. Okay, this is getting a little out of control. Falco is just not enough to handle it. So, Undying J, we're going to patrol with you for the moment as well. And come on, Falco. Stop being such a loser. Okay, we're building here. Alright, so here's how things look. Let's immediately take the fight to Pangaea. That's fine for right now. Yep. Alright, so we'll stop them here and then hopefully take this province and continue our movement in that direction. Our scouts can stay where they... Well, Ovidus, we'll move you here because there's no point in having you right next to a place where there's already a guy. There's their second fort. Neat. So they Gartha holds Dragon Ridge in this throne that comes with it at the top of this little area. Really? No one holds this cave? Or they do, we just can't see it. I get it. Well, let's change that. Alright. Excellent. Okay, we're almost ready to fill up Jan Herzog to go take some infantry somewhere. And Jan Herzog. You have an iron cap which provides 16 protection. If I give you this, you'll be down to only 9 protection on your head. But you'll be inspirational, and you'll be able to hold more men. Yeah, you're keeping it. The odds of an arrow hitting you in the face, I sincerely hope, are very rare. And not something that we need to worry about. Actually, no, what we could do is we can give these folks to Zirid and have him deliver them to you. Still no special. I mean, Colonial, you were a diamond in the rough. Diamond in the rough to get that 2 blood. That is amazing. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And, oh shoot, I wasn't there long enough to build it. I mean, I don't have enough money to build a temple. So my income is great, but my upkeep, obviously, with these bajillion mages that I have is also quite high. We have a fire random. Very good. That will allow Katarina to forge a flaming skull once we get to 6 construction, and then he'll have 2 fire, and he can start site-searching fire. I can alchemize some astral pearls to help him along with that. And okay. This will go a little long, but we'll do another turn, and that will be that. No more death sites. No more nature sites. No more astral sites. 8 blood slaves, 14. Tiosh. This is our first... Well, that's not our first attack against Pangea. Oh, come on. Really? Did we lose anything? 3 infantries. And we... Well, I mean, they're tough customers. Wow. Scantrast. Okay. Midas. Let's see how... Oh, yes. No problemo. We lost nothing, of course. And Polmania, they are attacking us. Oh, no. Oh, really, you are? This is our isthmus, and this is their pretty giant force, and this is just our province defense. But it has heavy cav. There's some heavy cav there. Are you our villains? Is that who you are? Yeah. Okay. The snipers are pretty snipey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they berserk. We already saw that. Oh, boy. Well, we're not going to win this, obviously. I want to see how many of them we can take out with us. But now, next turn, we have to up the province defense in that province we're building the castle, because I don't want to waste all that money. Oh, boy. How much? We took out 13 of their troops. That's pretty decent. All of their Centaur Cataphracts, but only 1 Minotaur. Okay. Units have been healed worldwide. Okay, that's cool. Our scout was discovered in Manasseh. That's too bad. Our scout was discovered in Terentius. Okay, well, this is where we stand, folks. I think I'm going to end it here. This army is going to move south to here. We're not going to initiate any hostilities against Midgard until they decide to initiate hostilities against us. Which is quite possible. They could do that. Pangea, obviously, is knocking at the gates. This is where we're building our castle. So first things first, let's get this up to... Let's just throw money at it. I know it's a waste, but I need to keep this province alive. And we're also going to pull these fellows back to defend it themselves as well. They can have this isthmus for right now. Once we get reinforced, we'll take everything back. Meanwhile, we'll continue the assault here against Pangea. Hopefully, Midgard will play nice with us. In fact, I'm hoping that so much that I'm only going to put 15 in there. And obviously, we're going to have to worry about this force right here, which is 2 turns away from our castle, which should be being built at any moment. So, King Midas hopefully will... I mean, hopefully they'll come here instead of here. If they come here, then we're in trouble. We have to figure something out. It might involve Nihilex. We don't have the Lamashta's spell yet, though. But we are at level 6 construction. I don't know when that happened, but that's good. So now we're going to go back into Conjuration full bore to get to Conjuration level 4, some Lamashtas. And that'll also give us, well, nothing totally useful for us. So we're 98 away, so we don't need all of it. Now, We have Iron Darts, but that's pretty weak. What we really want is Iron Blizzard. That's level 6. That'll take us a while to get there. What should I do? Should I focus on Evocation to get Iron Blizzard, which is more immediately useful because I have priests, or go into Blood? Yeah, I'm gonna do the most immediately useful thing. Because right now my Blood Slaves are being used to empower and forge items and everything too, so... Well, you know what? I can do all this stuff when you're not watching. Thank you so much for watching, and it looks like we're still moving along. We finally got our first little challenge in the form of Pangaea's heavily armored beasts of the wild. And if we're lucky, Midgard will stay peaceful, and if they are not, then we're going to have a two-front war to fight. So that will be really exciting. Agartha no longer has any connection to us, well, except for this one little province over here, so they're not too big a deal. Even if they declare war on me, it's not like they can attack me from very many angles. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.